Okay, so main card, people, and we've got a few fighters making their debuts, right? Our first fight, we have got Kevin Vallejos against Seung-woo Choi, right? So, Vallejos is coming via the Contender Series. It was his second shot, lost the first, but came through with a, knockout in the first round against Cam Teague, right? So there's that. He's got submissions and he likes to throw punches, right? Likes to throw punches. Finishes a lot of his fights, Now, he's going up against Seung-woo Choi, who, after losing his UFC debut, well, the first couple of fights in his UFC career, and it was to Musa Evil and Gavin Tucker, right? So there's no shame in that, But then he won a few, but then, lost, got submitted by Alex Carreras, no shame, lost to Josh Holobaugh, Michael Trezano, Steven Garcia in his last fight. So, yeah, so, Choi, he wants a win. He needs a win. But, as I've said, people, momentum. And I think Vallejos, right? Heavy hands. He's got submissions. And both can be the kryptonite to Woo Choi. So I'm going with Vallejos to get the win. Right? That's what I'm saying. So next up, we have got... Oh, man. These things are killing me. Diyar Nurgozhay against Brendson Ribeiro. Right now, I wish people had easier names. Nurgozhay, right? He's been blazing, right? 12 fight win streak. 12 fight win streak. Coming via the Contender Series, where he got a second round stoppage. So, man, and I think he's got a lot of stoppages, right? He's got finishes, he's got submissions, a Kimura leg lock, So, hey, he can put it down. He's well-rounded, as it seems. Now, Brendson Ribeiro, right? He's been around, right? He's been in the UFC for free. Came via the Contender Series as well. Got a win in his last fight. Beat Kyle Machado via split decision. Did lose his first two in the UFC. He's got his own lot of stoppages. Got his own lot of stoppages. Has one sub. Actually, he's got a few. Guillotine seems to be his go-to. Now, he's seen the bright lights, right? Which is a thing. UFC jitters, it's a thing. But I'm going with Nurgozhay to pull this one off, right? I think it's that momentum. He's going to be coming in, feeling himself, right? And that goes a long way. So our third and final bantamweight clash, we have Damona Blackshear against Cody Gibson. The monster. The monster. Right? He's 3-3 and a draw in the UFC. Beat Cody Stamen rear naked in his last one, which he needed because he'd lost 2. Right? Beat Jose Johnson in his first via twister. You know, don't see a lot of those in the UFC. So there's something, right? It says a lot about his ground game. Has a draw with Youssef Zalal. And that, I mean, look at Youssef Zalal in his second run in the UFC right now. He's on fire. So that's a good look, right? That aged really well. That was in 2022. You know, that was his UFC debut, right? So, you know, it's, he's got the subs, right? He's got skills. He is a skilled fighter, Blackshear. He's going up against Cody Gibson, the Renegade, right? The Renegade, you know, who's coming off a couple of wins himself. You know, similar record, like he's 3-5 in the UFC, you know, but he beat Brian Kelleher via sub and Chad Angalera, you know, last time out. Right, lost to Brad Katona and Miles Johns, you know. He came via the Ultimate Fighter. So, this one is an interesting one. It really is, because I think they are very well matched. Very well matched. You know what, though? I'm going with Blackshear, right? I just love his ground game. You know what I mean? Like, he can put it together well. So, yeah, I'm rolling that dice. I'm going for Damon Blackshear. So, next up, we got lightweights. I think this is the sole lightweight clash on the card. Yeah. Sole lightweight clash on the card, people. We have Alexander Hernandez against Kurt Holobaugh. So the great ape, Alex Hernandez, he's had a very odd career, right? Very odd career. Recently changed camps, right? 7-7 in the UFC. Changed camps, beat Austin Hubbard, split decision, you know? And you could definitely see improvements in the game in that fight. So you're just like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? Because we have seen Hernandez look tremendous. We've seen him look tremendous, and we've seen him just look mad out of sorts. You know what I mean? But he's a vet. He's been in the UFC for 14 fights. You know, so he's seen it all. He's seen it all. Now, Kurt has, he's been around. Kurt's been around too, right? He's 2-5 in the UFC. Got a no contest on the Contender Series. But this is his second run. You know, I think that's the big one, right? He made it back after, losing 3 in a row the first time out. He went on the regionals. Went to the Ultimate Fighter, and got back to the UFC. Interestingly enough, they have both fought Austin Hubbard. Right? Both fought Austin, and they both have a win. So there is that. Hernandez got a split. Right? Holobaugh got a triangle. He subbed him in his I think that was his, because they were both on the Ultimate Fighter. So that was the, the fight, right? I think they were both on the Ultimate Fighter. I might be wrong. He lost his next one, but then he came back and he won in July last year. I can't pronounce homie's name, so yeah, I don't know. This is because, as I said, look, Holobaugh has definitely had a resurgence. Hernandez can be good, but which Hernandez are we gonna get? The change of camps, I feel, it's helped, but I don't know. This one is probably one of the trickiest fights on the fucking card. But I'm going to go with Kurt Holobaugh to get the win. It's going to be close, but I'm going Kurt. Okay? So, our co-main event, it's in the welterweight division. Chidi Njokuani against Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. Whew, this is fun as fuck. Zaleski, man. He has, 15 fights in the UFC. No, 16 fights in the UFC. 11 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. He's a vet. Coming off a win against Zach Scoggins in his last fight. Got first round stoppage. He lost to Randy Brown before that. A draw before that. Right? So yeah, he's fought some high level competition. Had a win over Sean Strickland, which is interesting. That definitely aged well. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chidi bang bang. Man, he lives and dies by the sword. It's crazy. He's 4-3. 4-3. Came via the Contender Series. And did win his last 2, right? Beat Jared Gordon and Reese McKee. But, man, he's lost a few where you're just thinking he could have won that fight. Right? The Gregory Rodriguez one. Right? The Michael Olazejczyk fight. Man, he was looking so fucking good. Right? The Albert Durev. There's fights which he's could have won. But when he's been on, it's been disgusting. Right? He's been disgusted. The, Mark Andre Barriel fight, right? The Dukas Tukanov fight. Man, he was looking insane. So, another tough one, but I'm going with Bang Bang to take the win. Going with Bang Bang. Man, it's a good fucking co-main to bring us into the headline fight.